What do you do when your ex-husband's new girlfriend shows up pregnant and announces it to the world right in your face on live television? For Remy Ma, that moment happened at the Bet Awards, and it turned into something nobody expected. The red carpet was full of glam and fake smiles. Everything seemed to be going as planned. But when Claressa Shields stepped out of that black SUV in a custom Balenciaga maternity gown, showing off a baby bump no one had seen before, the entire internet went wild. And not because it was cute, but because of who the baby daddy allegedly was: Papoose, Remy Ma's husband. Or now, maybe ex-husband. Let's back up. Claressa Shields, known as one of the greatest female boxers, came not just dressed to impress, but with a very clear purpose. Her confident strut, the glow on her face, and that smirk when she passed Remy on the red carpet told the whole story. It said, "Checkmate," and Remy, standing in a bright yellow gown, didn't blink. Her face stayed calm, but her eyes told a different story. She looked like she was trying not to explode. Anyone who's been keeping up knows this love triangle has been brewing for a while. It started when footage leaked last year showing Claressa sitting a little too close to Papoose during a boxing training session. Then, a podcast appearance where the host brought up Papoose's new interest in boxing and Remy walked out mid-interview. That was strike 2. And now, this, the Bet Awards stunt. That was strike 3, and Remy wasn't about to let it slide. Bet producers, clearly clueless or just brave, had seated Remy and Papoose just one row apart. And when Claressa was announced to present the award for Best Female Hip-Hop Artist, it all came crashing down. Claressa walked onto the stage like she already owned the place. Glowing, confident, pregnant, and bold. Instead of reading from the teleprompter, Claressa took a deep breath and said, "Being a fighter isn't just about the ring. It's about fighting for love, life, and sometimes family. Especially when you're about to start one." Then she rubbed her stomach. Gasps filled the room. Phones went up. Remy's face dropped. Without warning, Remy stood up in her gown and heels and stormed the stage. Bet tried to cut the cameras, but it was too late. At least a dozen phones caught what happened next. Remy grabbed the mic. Claressa backed up a little but kept that smug smile. Remy's voice shook with emotion as she shouted, "You want to talk about fighting? Say it to my face, B." Then chaos broke out. Claressa stepped back again, but not fast enough. Remy reached for her and snatched Claressa's wig clean off her head. On national television, people screamed, phones dropped, security rushed in. It took 3 men to hold Remy back. Meanwhile, Claressa just calmly fixed her hair, adjusted the remains of her wig, and smiled. "Let's get back to the award, shall we?" she said like nothing had happened. Backstage was no calmer. A new video leaked, one not from TMZ or Bet, but from a burner account that disappeared within hours. In the clip, Remy was pacing in heels, crying and screaming into her phone. Some say she was talking to her manager. Others say it was Papoose. But what she yelled was clear. "You lied to me. You said she was just a rumor." And then came the screenshots. Text messages allegedly from Remy to Papoose, just 30 minutes after the onstage drama. "Why didn't you tell me she was pregnant? You really gonna let her play me like this on the Bet stage?" she wrote. Papoose's reply? She said she wouldn't go public yet. "I didn't know she'd do it like that." That alone sent Twitter into a frenzy. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag Remy versus Claressa, hashtag Bet drama, and hashtag whose legacy started trending worldwide. But the drama didn't stop there. A Detroit event planner posted a screenshot of a private booking weeks ago for a baby shower. The names on the file? Shields and Papoose. The theme? A legacy in the making. There was even a 2-tier boxing theme cake planned, and then came the voice note. A 30-second audio clip from what sounded like a FaceTime between Claressa and a friend. The friend asked, "So, is Pap excited?" Claressa's voice replied, "Girl, he already picked the middle name. Said it has to start with an R for respect." The internet lost it. People took sides. Some said Claressa had been waiting for the perfect moment to humiliate Remy. Others argued Remy brought this on herself by ignoring her marriage and flirting with battle rappers. Even celebrities chimed in. Foxy Brown posted, "Can't keep a king when you act like a court jester." Snoop Dogg left a comment saying, "Damn, Remy took lean back too literally with that slap." And Cardi B liked a tweet that read, "Claressa didn't start the fight. She finished the storyline." By this point, Bet couldn't control the fallout. The wig snatch was being replayed in slow motion like a championship replay. YouTubers did reaction videos. Late night shows made jokes, but Remy stayed silent. Then, early the next morning, a paparazzi photo surfaced. Remy leaving a hotel inn, face hidden, hair covered, and tears clearly running down her cheeks. Her engagement ring was noticeably gone, and Claressa, she wasn't hiding. She reposted the clip of the wig snatch moment with the caption, "You can't snatch a crown from a queen, only wigs. Stay mad." Now the world's watching, and we're only in part one of this unfolding drama, because next up, more leaked messages, Claressa's baby shower, and what Papoose has to say if he dares to say anything at all. Betrayal, baby bombshells, and silence. The night Remy Ma lost everything, it started like any other celebrity drama. But within hours, it exploded into something much bigger, something raw, painful, and public. Remy Ma and Papoose were always seen as that solid, unshakable couple. They represented loyalty, strength, and real love, especially in hip-hop. Fans called them the Black Love Power Couple. But what unfolded at the BET Awards shattered all of that. And the silence afterward? It said even more. Within 2 hours of the BET broadcast, Claressa Shields' bombshell reveal literally had the internet on fire. Her pregnancy announcement wasn't quiet or subtle. It came with emotion, symbolism, and a dress with a hidden message. In gold thread, just barely visible on her belly, one word was stitched, Pap. And just like that, people started putting the pieces together. While Claressa was soaking up the attention, Papoose went quiet. Completely. No tweets, no Instagram stories. But fans noticed he made quiet but powerful changes. His Instagram bio, it no longer mentioned Remy. That sweet black love tagline, deleted. Even the pinned post of him and Remy gone, archived, erased. Then he shared a new post, a series of baby items, tiny boxing gloves, a little onesie with Legacy Champ in gold, and a black and white ultrasound photo, just blurry enough to keep certain names hidden. The caption read, "Sometimes blessings come through chaos." No tags, no location, nothing else. The internet went wild again. Thousands of people who had been rooting for Remy and Pap felt shocked and hurt. This wasn't just some celebrity gossip. To them, it felt personal. For over a decade, they had supported this couple. They had believed in them. Now it felt like all of that was a lie. The trust was broken. The love story had crumbled right in front of them. And what made it worse? An old interview started circulating again. Remy had once said, "If I ever found out he had a child with someone else, I wouldn't even yell. I'd just walk away. That's the one thing I can't come back from." Well, here we are. Behind the scenes, legal chatter started. Word spread that Remy's team was looking into possible legal action. Maybe not directly against Claressa, but possibly against BET itself for airing that shocking moment live, without any warning. BET put out a cold, vague statement. The BET Awards celebrate Black excellence and culture. We do not condone violence. The incident is being reviewed internally. Basically, we didn't stop it, but we're sorry it got caught on camera. Meanwhile, Claressa's team saw a golden opportunity. They were reportedly shopping around a documentary pitch titled Legacy, all about her journey balancing motherhood, boxing, and media madness. Streaming platforms were interested. A source even claimed Netflix offered her a mid-six-figure deal within a day of the awards. Online, fans split into sides. Team Remy flooded timelines with emotional clips of Remy talking about love and heartbreak. They said she was humiliated, blindsided, and didn't deserve this. Team Claressa, on the other hand, argued she was just speaking her truth. If she wanted to reveal her pregnancy in that way, they said, that was her choice. But things took a darker turn when one small detail went viral again. That gold pap stitched on Claressa's dress. It wasn't accidental. This wasn't some last-minute stunt. This was premeditated. This was a statement she didn't just want to share. Her news, she wanted Remy to feel it. Then came another leak. Someone claiming to be Claressa's ex-stylist posted screenshots of her alleged private messages from weeks before the BET Awards. In one message, Claressa wrote, "She disrespected me in private. I'm going to teach her in public." That one sentence changed the whole narrative. Now it wasn't just a messy reveal, it looked like revenge. The very next morning, Remy's legal team sent a cease and desist letter to BET's headquarters in New York. They accused the network of using Remy's emotional trauma for ratings without consent. The demands? Take the show off all streaming platforms, issue a formal apology, and pay for damages. Bet didn't respond, but their silence only made the chaos louder. Remy disappeared from the public eye. Her assistants, stylists, even close friends stopped posting. Paparazzi tried to catch her outside her LA hotel, but she had already flown back to New York. Covered in a black hoodie, she boarded a private flight that same night with her manager. But Claressa, she wasn't hiding. Just hours after the legal threat, she posted a bold maternity photo inside a boxing gym, hands on her belly. The caption, "I was built for this." No tags, no fear. That post broke the internet again. Remy's supporters were furious. Influencers who had built their brands around Black love started distancing themselves. They didn't just feel disappointed, they felt